Criss Angel is the magician who shattered the mold of traditional magic, elevating it to unprecedented heights and captivating millions worldwide. With a rebellious style and a defiant attitude, he became a figure who not only dominated the stages of Las Vegas, but also the minds of his devoted fans. From mind-bending feats that defied logic to manipulation and extreme behavior, Criss Angel's life has been as enigmatic as his magic itself. Today, we'll take you beyond the tricks, beyond the bright lights, to uncover the true cost of success behind the master of illusions. Early influences and fascination with the occult. From a young age, Criss Angel displayed a fascination not only with magic, but also with the mystical and the unknown. Inspired by the Greek mythology of his heritage and readings on the occult, Criss began incorporating dark and symbolic elements into his performances. His childhood was not without its controversies. Some accounts suggest that Criss Angel began pushing the ethical boundaries of magic at an early age, experimenting with forms of hypnosis and psychological manipulation that allowed him to influence his audience and even those in his close circles. This interest deepened after the death of his father, an event that drove him to explore themes of transcendence and spirituality in his art. Criss cultivated not only his skills in magic, but also an enigmatic personality, marked by his desire to stand out and leave a lasting impression. These formative years laid the foundation for his unique style, a blend of spectacle, mystery, and a touch of the supernatural, which would later catapult him to worldwide fame. The early years of his career were grueling. Criss worked tirelessly in nightclubs and small venues to hone his craft. He also dabbled in music, forming a metal band called Angel Dust, a project that merged his love for music and the supernatural. Accusations of lack of originality. Throughout his career, Criss Angel has faced criticism from both audiences and fellow magicians for allegedly using unethical methods to achieve his illusions. Specifically, critics within the magic community have pointed out that many of his iconic tricks, such as levitating over the Luxor Hotel or walking on water, rely not on pure magic, but on a mix of special effects and hired actors. While Angel defends his art as a combination of entertainment and technical skill, this has sparked intense debates about where the illusion ends and deception begins. One of the most controversial claims against Angel involves the use of camera tricks and covert collaborators. Despite his public stance of performing feats without camera tricks, independent investigations and magic experts have alleged that many of his televised acts employ digital editing or hidden assistance. This revelation has divided his audience, with some viewing his work as a masterpiece of spectacle, while others accuse him of deliberately misleading fans with false claims of absolute authenticity. Angel has also faced accusations of professional misconduct within the magic community. Many magicians, including members of the esteemed magic circle, have accused him of appropriating classic tricks and presenting them as his own creations. This perceived lack of credit to the original creators has led to tensions in the industry, with some questioning Angel's ethics and respect for his peers. Former members of Angel's production team have also spoken out, claiming that he exerted excessive control over his staff. Allegations include long working hours under stressful conditions and a tense environment fueled by Angel's relentless perfectionism. Some assistants reported feeling undervalued, suggesting that his obsession with delivering flawless performances strained relationships with his team and created a challenging work culture. These controversies paint a complex picture of Criss Angel, an artist celebrated for his groundbreaking performances, but scrutinized for his methods and treatment of those around him. Use of magic for controversial purposes. On multiple occasions, Criss Angel has been accused of leveraging his persuasive abilities and knowledge of magic to manipulate or influence individuals outside the realm of performance. His charisma and mastery of psychological illusions, deeply rooted in his skills as an illusionist, have allegedly extended into his personal relationships. Former partners have claimed that Angel's control often went beyond the stage, affecting his private life. These allegations suggest that he used his ability to manipulate perceptions and emotions as a tool for personal dominance, an unsettling contrast to the positive, awe-inspiring image he presents to the public. Criss employs not just his words, but also subtle gestures and calculated body language designed to foster trust and dependency in those he interacts with. His magnetic personality is so compelling that even skeptics have reportedly fallen under his sway, highlighting the fine line between charisma and manipulation. Angel also carefully curates his public image. Through meticulously orchestrated magical demonstrations, he redirects attention from personal controversies toward his impressive feats. This strategic maneuvering ensures that the public continues to view him as a groundbreaking magician, rather than as someone who allegedly exploits his influence for personal gain. Legal issues and criticisms of behavior. Throughout his career, Criss Angel has faced lawsuits tied to his performances and contracts. Former collaborators have described Angel's working style as dictatorial, leading to frequent tensions within his creative teams. Multiple ex-staff members have accused Angel of being impatient, temperamental, and unprofessional under pressure. Reports from former employees highlight a tense work environment, especially during rehearsals for his large-scale shows. Angel reportedly demanded perfection and would publicly humiliate those who failed to meet his high standards, creating a significant emotional toll on those working under him. Recurring accusations have also surfaced about Angel failing to honor agreements and disputes over intellectual property rights in his act creations. One notable example involved a lawsuit filed by a former producer who alleged that Angel used unauthorized ideas and designs for some of his most prominent illusions. While the case was settled out of court, it left lingering questions about Angel's ethical practices when collaborating with other creatives. Criss Angel has also faced legal disputes and controversies concerning his personal behavior. His relationship with singer Shonell Benson was notably tumultuous, marked by off-camera rumors and allegations of emotional abuse. Benson accused Angel of manipulative behavior, revealing a darker side to the magician's personal life. Though she refrained from speaking directly to the media, her cryptic social media posts hinted at a toxic relationship, with messages like, "Magic isn't everything when it dims your inner light," fueling speculation about the struggles she endured during their time together. The sanctuary of the occult. Criss Angel's Las Vegas mansion reportedly houses a secret basement, known among his inner circle as the Theater of Shadows. Hidden from public view, this space is said to be where Angel conducts experiments with illusions too dark or controversial for the stage. Some witnesses claim to have experienced tricks so unsettling, they questioned their grasp on reality. Illusions involving animals, animated mannequins, and eerie projections of human figures that seem to come to life momentarily. The basement's walls are adorned with arcane symbols and mirrors designed to reflect impossible angles, creating an environment that appears to defy the normal perceptions of time and space. The space allegedly creates a disorienting effect, as if its very architecture was intended to blur the lines between reality and illusion. A darker version of the sanctuary of the occult suggests that Criss Angel uses the space for psychological experiments. It is said that Angel invites select individuals into the basement for sessions that begin as demonstrations of hypnosis, but evolve into experiments in mind control. Some participants reportedly leave with no clear memory of what transpired, while others claim to have witnessed their deepest fears manifest in front of them. Visitors have described the basement as having a life of its own. Mirrors are said to reflect figures that are not present. Clocks stop and restart inexplicably. and disembodied whispers are occasionally heard emanating from the shadows. In a rare and candid moment, Angel allegedly confessed that even he does not fully control the space. "Sometimes I feel like I'm just a guest in this place." Pacts and whispers. Criss Angel is a man who, in his relentless pursuit of success and mastery of magic, allegedly crossed boundaries that many would consider forbidden. Stories tell of his encounters with mysterious figures and unseen forces, offering abilities beyond human comprehension, at a cost far greater than expected. One night during the early years of his career, Angel is said to have been guided by a strange book he acquired from an antique store. The book reportedly contained instructions for summoning those who grant power to men. Driven by a mix of skepticism and desperation, Criss allegedly performed the ritual under a starlit sky. He lit black candles and recited phrases in a forgotten language. That night, something or someone responded. A shadowy figure offered him a deal. "Everything you desire will be yours, but remember, greatness comes at a price." This pact was not signed with ink or blood, but sealed with a whisper. The price, according to these accounts, manifests in eerie ways. Criss has reportedly awakened in the middle of the night with unexplained marks on his body, or heard voices calling his name when no one was around. Members of his production team have claimed to experience supernatural phenomena, objects moving on their own during rehearsals, and an oppressive energy filling the room when Angel practiced his most ambitious tricks. It is also said that Angel traveled to remote locations in search of mystical knowledge. One legend speaks of a journey to a secluded Middle Eastern village, where he allegedly made a pact with a mysterious spiritual guide. This guide supposedly taught him to stop the heart without dying, a feat that Angel would later incorporate into his performances. Critics argue that this act isn't merely an illusion, but a real skill that blurs the line between life and death. Every Criss Angel show, some say, is more than entertainment. It's a ritual to sustain the pact. The cheers and admiration of the audience are believed to be more than ego fuel. They are described as offerings to the force that grants him his power. After each performance, Angel reportedly retreats to his dressing room for hours. According to some, strange murmurs can be heard coming from behind the closed door, whispers that remain unexplained. His success is marked by a stark contrast: the perfection he demands on stage and the controversies he faces in his personal and professional life. While Criss Angel remains a prominent figure in the world of magic, these issues have tarnished his reputation, especially among those who look beyond the spectacle and see him as a polarizing figure. To some, he is a creative genius who elevated magic to new heights. To others, he is a master manipulator living in the shadow of his own controversies. His life, defined by a relentless drive to push boundaries, serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing greatness at any cost. What do you think of Criss Angel? Is he a master of magic or a master of deception? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the cost of success behind the most enigmatic figures in entertainment.